Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 23rd episode of Tensei shitara Slime Datta Ken. Or that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And last episode we met a interesting fairy named Ramirez, something like that. You know, she had all these big claims about how I'm a demon lord and I'm super awesome and important and all that good stuff, and then she bites her tongue upon her first real sentence. She's obviously not as great as Milam in any capacity, but you know, she's here, she's helping us, I guess. She's a little bit annoying, but we can deal with that, I guess. But yeah, let's just see how things go with the whole superior spirit thing. So, yeah. 3, 2, 1, play. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, Ramirez, that was her name. The dwelling of spirits. I assume this is where the spirits dwell. Thank you for reminding me about the kids' names. I will forget. Aside from Alice, because, you know, I'm so used to blonde-haired characters named Alice in anime, so that's not that hard to remember. But yes, Shizu. You will always, even if you're not in the show anymore, you will always be in our hearts and the opening. For sure. Oh, well, a very lucky slime. I hope these characters that are not in the immediate plot are, you know, I hope they're well. They're fine. Man, there are so many characters that are just part of various groups. Most of which you probably won't see in the anime, but or at the very least, it won't be all that relevant in the anime. Uh, Saved souls. Souls saved for a special occasion, perhaps? Wow. I that last one really. I'm not sure I'd want the spirit that would actually come out to the prompt of, you know, come out and play. Yeah, I bet you could do that. Yeah, who wants to go call it to a superior spirit first? Okay. Taller than his teacher. I know, right? I'm kind of looking forward to that too. Will it be like a typical looking spirit or, you know, anime girl looking spirit? That's always my question in these kind of shows. I see sparkles. That's a good sign, right? Then you just burst into flames. No, that'd be sad. Well, we don't need inferior spirits. That doesn't do us any good. Oh yeah, we mentioned we could do that, right? Just make our own. Okay then. Let's get gluttonous. You know, I think that might be the same fairy as the one of the opening, just bigger, because I think the hairstyle is the same. Yeah, just watch. It'll be fine. Calm down. Okay, let's do this. Earth. Fit in, I guess. Although I guess a wind spirit would be more fitting for Gale, but it's fine too. Just like bestowing my magic upon you. Best head pat ever. Good job. What was that? Yeah, that was clearly a smug. That was a clear example of smugness there, definitely. Guarantee it. Believe in your teacher that believes in you. Yes, that's to be expected. Aw. Tears in his eyes and everything. Yeah. We feel pretty silly celebrating if one of us did end up bursting into flames trying to do this. So what are you gonna get? I mean, Chloe will probably get an Ice Spirit, I assume. Degenerate is still the best skill. Space. Spirit of Space, wow. I thought maybe darkness with that color, but no, space, why not? Wow, getting full-on princess carried. Oh. Well, that's the reward. Oh, Chloe's jealous, that's cute. You can give him a kiss too, it'll be fine. Oh, well there's an anime girl. Well, I'm not sure if that's a girl, but it's probably not with that voice. And, you know, bare chest, but... Yeah, it looks like that's what it was. That's pretty impressive. I'm not sure I would have paid to Kenya for the light one. I guess anything's possible. Alice back there. Uh, okay. Looks like he gets the first official, like, you know, wild superior spirits. Yeah, it's all good. Just enjoy your spirits, I guess. Rimuru is the best. Ah, Chloe's turn. Water and wind. So wind didn't go to Gale? Yes. Actually, that wasn't Chloe, that was Ryota. I mean, I get... Sorry, I didn't mean to say you look like a girl, but you look very similar to her from certain angles. Okay. My bad. That was a little bit embarrassing, but let's move on. Getting very excited to have you touching her. Oh. Wow, right out with it. Well then, feelings are mutual. uh, I bet. I forgot they never really had a girlfriend in the real life, did he? Of course, things have to happen at the end. I assume she'll get a superior spirit as well. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a superior spirit, alright. That's definitely the best spirit we've seen so far. I mean, I think it is. Huh. Not sure I understand the difference, but... Measurable, huh? Oh, it's going right for Rimuru. Wow, it did go right for Rimuru. Yeah, I mean, uh, I'm not sure what to make of that. Is Chloe getting kissed next? I see it. I mean, danger isn't the first thing that popped up to mind upon seeing it, but I do see it. Well, she got it. Good job, Chloe. I mean, I think it's fine. That's good. Yeah, I don't know what Ramirez was so worried about. It's fine. Born in the future. Okay. I think I'm having difficulty wrapping my mind around what you're trying to tell me here. Uh, yeah, I'm with you there. But she's got a spirit, that's what matters. Let's worry about that later. Yeah, definitely. Keikakudori. She became taller. It was more or less as he looks away. It was fine. Oh, Alice. Yes. Good job, Ramirez. You're slightly more useful than I thought you would be. Good old lens flare. Sentient lens flare. Ooh, more fairies, spirits, whatever. Some of them are pretty cute. Now they come out once everything's said and done. Wow, just sitting on his nose. Lucky wolf. I hope so. What's not quite the end? I think we have like 2 more episodes left. Oh yeah, we had to make up for that. Oh, looks powerful. You know, as you do. Yeah, no, I guess we don't need to get too deep into that. Who cares about international law? Yeah. Well, that's good too. You know, it's always nice to be able to choose your to choose. It's a long story. Watch the anime if you're curious. What, more manga or yeah, of course. Well, that's enough said, sir. I think I get the picture. A giant wolf chasing children. If you put the right background music to that, the scene would have a very different tone to it. You know, and cut out the laughing and replace it with crying and screaming. Okay, this is interesting. This isn't the last episode, is it? I could have swore there was a couple more. But this bit here is making me kind of think that way. You know, flashback to the rest of the show with music accompanying it. But yeah, I do remember this stuff, you know. Yeah, I remember that. That wasn't cool, dude. Not at all. Shizu, yeah, that's when she first showed up, and now I just getting chills and feeling sad. Shizu was great. It really is unfortunate that she just had such a tragic existence, really. Yeah, that was especially sad. I do kind of wish it wasn't so obvious that Rimuru would end up eating her. Be because, you know, you see Rimuru's humanoid form in the opening, it was really easy to guess that he would eat the girl that looks kind of similar to that form at some point. I do kind of wish that wasn't the case. Like, maybe they could have just avoided having humanoid Rimuru in the opening entirely. Would have been better, but... Now, ladies, don't fight over me. Gabiru, yeah. One of the most interesting characters, of course. Oh yeah, the whole lizard thing. Where he made the mistake of fighting the army himself, but that was never gonna work out, so needed help from Rimuru and his nation. It really is a nice song. And Rimuru really is one of my favorite protagonists I've seen in a while in anime. You're really just one of the best. And Rimuru and Milim, you're one of the best just characters in general. With one of the best fashion senses I've like ever seen in anime, really. I mean, the school uniforms and Akashic records were good too, but as far as personal fashion sense goes, I think you're definitely up there, Milim. Take the mask. Here we go, we're almost about to, you know, where we left off. Yeah, that was nice getting to see all the previous events. My face cam's gonna go dark for a second. Our ninja girls over there. Good to see they're doing fine. I see she's keeping busy, Shuna. And nice to see that she's helping. Yeah, everyone basically keeping busy as doing their best to just help, you know? What they do, what they're good at doing, that they can contribute to our overall nation, they do their best. Yeah, this really does feel like the final episode. Maybe I was mistaken on thinking there was a couple more left. I wouldn't. Oh, Milam! I'm good. It's good to see you too. Even though you're kind of doing just flying around, but it's good to see nonetheless. Even seeing the random bad guys and stuff. Hey, this really does feel like the final episode. I can barely see inside that crystal ball. Those are some intimidating eyes. You are a bit frightening. I'll be honest. Aww. And yeah, we say goodbye. Big difference from when we met these characters. Yes, it's very sad, but I'll remember you forever. He just shows up, helps the kids, and then he just leaves. Don't worry, Chloe. Just wait 8 to 10 years, and you know, they'll be interested in seeing you again. Uh, none of you have any room to talk. You're all crying. So full of it, Kenya. Is that Veldora? That's a very, very important gift. Well, she got it, I'm sorry to tell you. Oh, fair, you got to kiss Rimuru before. Which I don't think Chloe did. Looking good. A kakui is a strong word. He looks fine. Okay, you definitely do look cute, though. That's fitting. Really handy girl, Shuna. She's great. Yeah, I'm sure we'll meet again. You're you're far too important not to. Yeah, don't slack off just because we're gone. Yes, I look forward to that. And we're off. Like the wind. Chloe, you're not waving. I mean, I guess because you have the mask to hold on to, but you only need one hand for that. Yes. 8 to 10 years, don't forget. Yeah, I promised everybody. I mean, you know, she looks all like Shizu, she can hold it, it's fine. Because she looks a lot like Shizu. The spirit that went inside of her looked a lot like Shizu. Is there a member of the Knights of the Blood Oath back there? Maybe. Yeah, that's crazy talk. Let's go home, boy. Yes, back to slime form. I've really been enjoying seeing Rimuru in his humanoid form for so much this past arc. It's been great. Oh yeah, you. Yeah, that happened to you. Body of a certain girl. You've been a busy slime. Most people do not accomplish half of what you did in their lifetime. A friendly slime. Black and a mask. Okay, so that basically confirms that there is more episodes, but it just felt so much like a final episode. But yeah, that was the 23rd episode of Tensei shitara Slime Reincarnation Anime Ken. So yeah, this episode, I mean, it was pretty much what you'd expect for at least the first half. We got to the dwelling of spirits, and we got spirits. You know. Now we already talked about the possibility of maybe having to make our own superior spirit if we weren't lucky enough to have one come to us. And that's what we had to do, at least for the first couple. Because I believe Gale went first and got an Earth Spirit, but we had to like gather up the little pieces. We used our skills. I think it was a combination of like gluttony, degenerate, you know, something like that. I get kind of the skills mixed up in my head a bit. But basically, we took them all together and spat out a superior spirit for, for the kids. For Gale, he got the Earth Spirit there. Put the hand on the head, glowy, glowy, zoom, zoom. Boom, I feel better now. That kind of situation. After Gale was it Kenya? I mean, the orders really matter too much, but I still want to be right about that. Okay. Yeah, Gale was definitely first. And, ooh, Alice was second, yeah. Alice, she got... Wow, things have gotten loud here. Anyway, Alice was second. She got the Spirit of Space, which is really interesting because I don't think I've ever heard of that kind of spirit before. I mean, it could be a thing. I don't see why it wouldn't, but I don't know. I expected Spirit of Darkness once I saw this color scheme of the sparkles. But Spirit of Space is interesting. It's not something that I ever would have guessed for Alice, if that makes sense. But, the process was basically the same as with Gale. Oh yeah, then Princess carries her, she gives him a kiss on the cheek, which, I'm sure he appreciates. Most people would. And then we, it was... Yeah, Kenya. Kenya was next. So, Kenya was the first one that actually got a real superior spirit to go to him. And, yeah, that's pretty big deal. Now, I thought it was a girl spirit at first, but, then the voice sounded a bit more masculine, and then... And I think they had an exposed chest and all that. I was like, yeah, that's probably not a girl. Yeah, probably not. But, Kenya got a proper spirit, so definitely something to be proud of. Seems pretty nice to me. Okay, yeah. Next was Ryota, with getting wind and water, I believe it was. And yes, I made a bit of a mistake. I thought that was Chloe at first, because they had the same hair color. Only real difference is the length, and Chloe has a girlier face, but those aren't huge differences to notice in a big, dark cavern, from a distance, but, it still was embarrassing nonetheless. But he got that, which was once again an artificial, gathering inferior spirits to combine into this big spirit for him. And then the final one was Chloe. And, yeah, I forgot to mention that, but Chloe's reaction upon Alice kissing Rimuru was funny. Because, we already knew she had a crush on Rimuru. She wasn't being super subtle about that. We had the one smile from her before, like way back when. Which was a very telling smile. But, yeah, she wasn't a big fan of that. However, once we got to her segment, she took it upon herself to actually confess to Rimuru, which, there's a lot of blushing was involved in that scene. And Rimuru appreciated it, although, he would appreciate it more if it was done, like, 8 or 10 years into the future, of course, because, he's not a lolicon, so, he needs a bit more development before he's really interested in that sort of thing, but, I think she'd be willing to wait, probably. They're separated now anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, things definitely got interesting with Chloe's, because you had the spirit show up that definitely was not an inferior spirit. It didn't even look like a fairy type spirit, which is what Kenya got. It was actually just looking like a regular, anime girl, a little bit like Shizu, but we see plenty of people in the show that look a little bit like Shizu, so it's hard to really, be too surprised by that. But there's probably some sort of connection there, because Shizu is not around in the show anymore, so maybe her spirits somehow went to the future, got reborn, and I don't know. I was really confused with Ramirez's explanation of that, so I don't even know what to even venture a guess, but she looked a little bit like Shizu's my only real point there. But, yeah, after flying around a bit, and I think she kissed Rimuru as she flew past him. But yeah, she eventually made her way into Chloe. Ramirez making some comments about the spirit being dangerous and stuff, but I didn't really see much evidence of any real danger, so... But it was really confusing the way she was trying to explain that, like, yeah, the spirit's dangerous. It's like from the future as the blessing of some time fairy, so what time spirit, whatever she said. And something about being reborn. I didn't fully get what she was trying to say there. Maybe I'm not supposed to. With Rimuru's response, I assume I'm not supposed to fully understand what she was saying there. But still, it was pretty confusing nonetheless. I guess we'll get more explanation about that eventually. Maybe not in the anime, but in the source material, probably. But yeah, that was certainly interesting. Yeah, she got her own spirit too. It was great. And she got a superior spirit just like Kenya, so I think there's only two that actually got a superior spirit the natural way. But yeah, we got a big montage. Well, I mean, first Rimuru spoke to the one guy a bit, gave him some more light novels / manga, whatever. And then we had a montage of all the way back from the beginning of the show to now, basically, musical montage, flashbacks thing, and it was interesting to see, refresh us on all the various events that our journey basically to where we've gotten. It was a little bit confusing though, because it made it really feel like a final episode, but I guess not. I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but I liked it nonetheless. And it was cool being able to see what everyone else is up to lately. We got Shuna working on her thing. We got blacksmiths working on their thing. We got everyone working on their own thing, basically. Even got to see Millen fly to the sky, which that was a little thing, but I still appreciated it nonetheless. I do miss my best girl, of course. That was good. Definitely good. And yeah, then it was just time to say goodbye, basically, which was a very sad scene. We haven't spent a huge amount of time with these kids, but still, it was sad nonetheless. We have seen them in ED for a while, so as a result of that, I do feel a bit more attached to them than I otherwise would be. And yeah, it was a very sad goodbye. It's just a little bit funny because whenever I see something like that, I can't help but think about when they first met, and they're just like, who the heck is this teacher? I'm not gonna listen to this guy. Roll call, I'm gonna ignore that. And to this, like, oh no, Sensei, please don't leave me. I love you. Please don't go. I don't know. I just get a kick out of that. Even though it was overall sad, there's just a little bit of humor to be had there. For me, at least, personally. But yeah, you got, the fancy uniforms that they liked to wear. They looked good on them. And Rimuru gave Chloe the mask, which I think she appreciates quite a bit, But yeah, just I'm sure we'll see them again someday, for sure. Even saw some villains and stuff here and there, but yeah, I mean that's probably all I really got to say on the episode. It was good for for an episode where most of the events were fairly predictable. They were gonna get our spirits and then leave the academy and all that. Nothing too shocking about that aside from the whole Shizu-ish looking spirit. That kind of was a bit of an unexpected thing, I guess. But aside from that, it was a pretty standard episode that you would expect from the way things built up to that episode, if that makes sense at all. See, yeah, Rimuru really is great. Rimuru, like I said, one of my favorite protagonists in a while. But yeah, he also had to make a new golem for Ramidis, so I guess that's good for her. But yeah, good episode, definitely. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.